Presence. Okay, if Catherine McGregor was still alive and was here, she didn't really do a lot of events because she's like, who are all these people? What are you talking about? And she'd come, but I know she would totally go, what are you all doing here? Don't you have jobs?
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Good heavens, what are you all doing here? Yeah.
Okay, maybe two more questions. This is from Haley in Washington State. And this is rapid fire. What is the name of the episode where you feel you gave your best performance? Whoever wants to go first.
It's Ty. He Loves Me Not, where I finally become a real person and actually really cry because I really do love Percival. And the Music Box, where I torture the stuttering girl. I call that the episode where I hate me. It actually creeped me out. It totally creeped me out to do that.
Rachel, how about you?
I'm going to nail it down to a particular scene that made me feel like I really grew as an actress. Because when we were filming The God's Sister, and Carrie gets chased by the spider, Carrie's supposed to wake up in a bad dream, crying, running in her sleep, and I was so nervous that I wouldn't do a good job. And I was so afraid. But when I actually went to shoot the scene, all that nerves had welled up in me and just went. But we did it in one take, never did another. It took me another 30 minutes to come down and get my breath back. But it was a learning experience for me how you could have nervousness and anxiousness and use it to your advantage as an actor. You can rechannel it and conduit it and use it as another alternative energy. And so as an actress, that was a great growth moment.
And Dean?
So I don't think it was probably my being the nicest or the warmest or the most romantic, but Days of Sunshine, Days of Shadow for me as that to have a stroke, diphtheria, have to learn to walk again, not want to live anymore.
And build a house.
And build a house. and build a house. It was a wonderful challenge. I think one of my favorite scenes that I was ever involved in was at the end of that when Laura drives up with Ma in the wagon and she gets off and the wagon and Pa and I are sitting there on the porch and stand up and step down and walk to her. That's one of the, I think it's, the music cue there is beautiful. The compression of the lens is incredible. Melissa's reaction to it's beautiful. It's a lovely moment. It's one of my favorites.
So, I've just been informed that we are about to end this panel, but at 11 a.m. right here, Ms. Karen Grassley, Ma Ingalls will be arriving. But on that note, can we please, for these folks who have been working so hard to create this event, for people from all over the planet Earth, please give them a round of applause.
Very powerful to see you all here. Thank you so much. May I tell you a story? Santa Susana, you know this place is called the Santa Susana Community Center? And Santa Susana was just a little railroad stop back in the 19th century when they built it. And in 1959, there was a young girl, woman who'd come home from her freshman year of college, and she was kind of blue and bored with her old hometown. And her mother noticed this, and she had cut out a little tiny ad, and it said, European acting coach, call. And so the woman called and made an appointment, and the European acting coach and his wife came to their house to audition her. Well, the whole family was excited about this. My dad came in from his office. My mother had the house extra tidy, which was always perfect. And here came Mr. Gehring, Mr. Edward Gehring from Poland, wearing a white suit and a white broad-brimmed hat, and his wife all in a black, old-fashioned dress with lace. I mean, people that we had never seen anything like this in our town of Ventura. So they came in, and the woman did her audition, and Mr. Gehring said, well, what you have here is a diamond in the rough. And I can polish this diamond to a fine shine. So I took lessons twice a week in the house, and I learned some new skills. And then, as summer was ending, Mr. Gehring wanted to encourage me to go to Hollywood and meet agents and things like that. And I was just agony. I mean, I wanted so much to do that, but I knew my parents' dream was for me to go to college. So I did the responsible thing, and I went back to college, And at Berkeley, I read Freud and philosophy and English poetry, and I began to write. But 1 year later, I couldn't resist any longer, and I left and joined the theater, which has been the rest of my life. And I can't get over the fact that we are now in some place called Santa Susana, where I was first dreaming of being an actress, and out in the hills, you know, and just so excited about the potential of it all. And now, you know, I'm 82 years old and I'm here. Well, I am very pleased to have made it to 82, I have to say. But I mean, for me to have all of you here to welcome me like this is absolutely moving. I can't thank you enough. And now let's see what Pamela might want to know.
Hi everyone, welcome the Queen. Her adoring fans adore you to an extreme. And for probably all of us, Ma was the mother that we all wanted. Ma was the mother that some of us did not have. Ma was the mother that some of us did have, and it was being reflected, the lucky ones. How do you respond to this kind of adoration? How does it feel for you?
I'm feeling incredibly lucky. When we started doing Little House on the Prairie, I thought maybe Ma wasn't a very good part. Well, you know, the husband was handsome, he played the violin, and the girls danced around the fire, and Ma was like serious. And when Laura asked, you know, about the sex of the horses, Ma said, "Oh, Charles, you know." I thought, you know, this lady is certainly not going to warm any hearts. But then I came to love her. You know, this young mother with her 3 little girls going off into the wilderness because she trusted her husband, not knowing what they would find, terrified of being massacred. There were big Indian and white fights at that time, not knowing where they would end up, and then finding themselves in a totally isolated situation and pulling that together, you know? So I came to love Ma, and I did everything I could to try to bring what I understood of good mothering from my mom and infuse it into that character. And Mike was terrific because he let me bring those ideas and add them to the script. So often, you know, we would sit around and kind of rewrite a scene so that Ma would have more grit.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Has taken a turn. The entire panel could have been about this question. Karen, what was it like kissing Michael?
You know, at that time, Michael was a huge, huge international star from Bonanza. And every woman that I met when I went out on the road to promote Little House asked me, what was it like to kiss Michael Landon? And you know, it was like this. I'm not kidding you. He was so in love with his wife that he wasn't going to confuse any issues at all. There was only one time when I got a unbelievable kiss. And that's when I was trying to negotiate a raise. I had to fight like hell, but I did finally. People would say, what was it like to be in bed?
Karen, what was it like to be in bed with Michael?
You know, he never took his boots off.
But the popcorn was hot. Freshly cooked. And plentiful.
The popcorn was always fresh.
Anything else about Michael Landon kissing, hugging, popcorn?
Oh, we can't hear you.
It's not coming through the speakers.
I will just do my best to yell. It's what I had to do in the last tour. This is probably, if I yell into this will probably torture me. So I'm just gonna yell. And if I'm not yelling loud enough, just wave at me and say, Katie, I can't hear you. I don't know why I'm Southern all of a sudden. I was born in the South, but I haven't been there in a really long time. Okay. Welcome to Simi Valley, or as some people say, Simi Valley. Who's Team Simi Valley? Who's Team Simi Valley? Simi. Okay. So I'm just going to say Simi Valley because that's what I'm used to, but I was told that is historically inaccurate. But we're pretending we're in Minnesota anyway. Yes. So, there you go. Just to let you know, we do need to thank the original stewards of this land, the Native American Chumash tribe. Simi Valley translates roughly to the Valley of the Winds.